everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be testing out and reviewing the Colourpop Lizzie McGuire What Dreams Are Made Of palette. So I'll be showing you how to do this eyeshadow look, as well as showing you swatches of all of the shades, and then just giving my final kind of reviews and thoughts at the end. So this is of course all of the really gorgeous shades in this Lizzie McGuire What Dreams Are Made Of palette. I just think that they're really pretty, and I just love all the sparkle in this palette as well. But for this look I'm going to be focusing on probably a colour combination you wouldn't necessarily put together, but I'm going to be doing a green and a purple look. So to start this look off, I'm going to be going in with this really beautiful lime green shade here, and this is shade Don't Freak. I'm just going to pop this all on the inner part of my eye, obviously just the same on both eyes. I have only used this palette a couple of times, but I just thought that because it is one of the newer palettes in my collection that I would review it, and I suppose I wanted to do a couple of looks beforehand just so I could get a real good feel for the palette. Like with all of the Colourpop palettes I own, there's just a really great variety of shades, shimmers, mattes, glitters, just a bit of everything really. This lime green is nice and neon, really nice and pigmented as well. Now that I've got shade Don't Freak down on both eyes and just looking nice and bright and neon, I'm going to be going in with shade Digital Beam, which is this really lovely grape purple shade, and for that I'm just going to be popping that just on the outer corner of my eye. This is the first time I've actually used this shade from the palette. There are a few I'm yet to use, even though I have done a couple of looks already with this palette. It looks like this is another really pigmented shade. Really love this purple. I think it's a really pretty colour. I'm just bringing this out slightly. There is a little bit of fallout from this shade, but nothing kind of too major. Well, I've got all that down. I'm really happy with the placement and everything for shade Digital Beam. I'm just going to go ahead and get the shade down on this eye and then back to apply the third shade. And there's both eyes now just at the same point. So what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to be doing a halo. So I've just got my Beauty Bay eye base, just got this flat brush here, just with a little bit of eye base on. I always find that you don't need to have necessarily the greatest amount of precision for this. Now I've got my eye base down on both eyes, ready to apply the halo. So I have got a flat brush for that, and I'm actually going to be using this lilac purple shade here. This is Hello Fabulous. So this is a really lovely lilac shimmer. I think will just really set apart the centre part of the eye. So it really is just as easy as applying this shade directly onto where you've got the eye base, and then that's just obviously what creates your halo effect. Applying really nicely, really easily, and getting a really good amount of shimmer and sparkle from this shade as well, which is always what you want to see. And there is shade Hello Fabulous all applied, and just really nice to have a shimmer part in the centre of this look. So all I've got to do eyeshadow wise obviously is just the under part of my eye, and I'm going to be following the same order that I did the top part of my eye. So I've got this smaller brush again, and just first of all going back in with shade Don't Freak, obviously on the inner part of the eye, and then the outer part of the eye will be Digital Beam, and the centre part again going back in with Hello Fabulous. So you can see just how pigmented these shades are because there's no eye base on my under part of my eye, but even this bright neon green is really coming into its own. Just back with Digital Beam now. And lastly, back in with Hello Fabulous. I have just got the flat brush for that, so I can just pop a little bit in the centre of my under eye. Bit of fallout from this one again, but it's to be expected from a shimmer. And there is that. So all I've got to do eye wise is just eyeliner and mascara. I'm just opting for a black eyeliner pencil and a black mascara just to finish off this eye look. So I'll just pop those on now. Just going in with my pencil now. So eyeliner wise, I just use the Colourpop liquid liner, and this is in shade Numero Uno. And then for the pencil, I just use this black eyeliner pencil from Primark. Mascara wise, I'm just going to be using my Maybelline Sky High mascara. And then finally for my lipstick, I'm just using this matte lipstick from Primark, and this is in their shade Naked Flame. And there is the final completed look. So I will just give you a quick close-up of the eyeshadow just so you can see that all in a little bit more detail. I really love this look. I just love how vibrant and colourful it is. If you've watched any of my videos before, you will know that I'm a big fan of a bright eyeshadow look. But what I'm going to do now is just swatch all of the shades and then just kind of give my final reviews and thoughts on the palette. What I'll also do is I'll just insert a little clip as well of another look that I did. So for that look, I just focused on the green and the orange glitter as well. So just showing you a really completely different look that you can do with this palette. So here are all 12 shades swatched onto my arm. So I've swatched them this way, so down, so the similar shades are together. But starting at the top here, this is shade Bye Bye. And this is like a really soft gold shimmer. It's a really beautiful shade, nice kind of neutral to start this palette off. Underneath that is a really vibrant lime green shimmer, and that is shade Dear Diary. Under that is a really nice complementary green matte shade, which is what I used for this look, and that was shade Don't Freak. And moving on to the second column, so that is a really gorgeous kind of orange and bronze glitter, really stunning shade. That is shade Police. Underneath that, we've got almost like a coral pink shimmer, really beautiful, bright, shimmery shade. That is shade Outie. And underneath that is kind of a coral matte shade, but it has got some like sparkly flecks in it that you probably can't necessarily see on camera, but really gorgeous shade. That is shade So Mature. And the next shades in this palette, so we've got this kind of quite a pale terracotta matte shade. That is shade Done and Done. And we've got our first real pink shade here. Definitely looks more pink on the skin than it does in the palette, and this is shade Ugh. Underneath that is a really kind of like a cerise pink, again with some shimmery flecks in it, and that is shade Outfit Repeater. And final three shades are a really gorgeous light pink, kind of like a baby pink shimmer. That is Outfit Rememberer. Underneath that was the lilac shimmer that I used in this look as well. That was Hello Fabulous. And just finishing off with this kind of dark pink, almost purple matte shade that again I used in this look, and that was shade Digital Bean. So all in all, I think this is a really beautiful colour story for this palette. It definitely does remind me of Lizzie McGuire and like the noughties. So for me, this is like a really nostalgic palette because I loved watching Lizzie McGuire when I was growing up. But just taking a look at the palette in general, so this obviously is the outside packaging. It does come in this uni carton as well, which of course has got the kind of cartoon Lizzie McGuire on it. The palette itself is really pretty, really gorgeous tie-dye, and just kind of everything Lizzie McGuire really. This here is all embossed, and on the back as well we've got the names of all the shades in these little embossed flowers. So I just think the attention to detail has just been really excellent on this palette. This is a £12 palette, so there are all of the really beautiful shades. Colourpop, as always, not letting us down. Personally, I really like the formula of Colourpop eyeshadow palettes. I do have a few from there, but this one has definitely lived up to my expectations. The glitters are glittery, the shimmers are shimmery, and the mattes are highly pigmented. Maybe if you're not into bright eyeshadows, then this probably isn't the palette for you, But if you are, then I would definitely recommend checking out this palette if you can. As always, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope that you did enjoy it. Do let me know if you have this palette or what your favourite Colourpop palette is. I would love to know. If you did enjoy the video, please do give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you again in my next video.